Hi DIY Nation, it's Jeff with Home Repair Tutor, and today I'm going to share with you how to remove an oil stain from concrete. This is a common problem, especially if you own an older car. So I compared 4 different methods. Some worked, some didn't. So you're going to want to stay tuned because you're going to save time and money in the process. Let's get started. I tried 4 different methods. I used kitty litter, TSP, WD-40, and Drylok Etch. So I wanted to see which one would work best at removing the stain, the oil stain or whatever stain it is in the concrete. And I used the kitty litter first, and this is a real basic method. All you do is pour the kitty litter onto the stain and then mash it real good with your body weight. Now you don't have to wear green shoes like I did, but mash it really good and then you sweep it off the stain. And I did not see any change, but that's not to say that this method wouldn't work for you, so maybe give it a shot. The second one was using WD-40, and all I did here was spray the WD-40 onto a little circular section of the stain, because after all, this is an experiment, and I did not want to try it on the whole section, but just I sprayed it on, and then I scrubbed it really good with a stiff wire brush. I did this for several minutes. Yeah, it's kind of a pain in the butt. And then after that, I brushed on some kitty litter to absorb the WD-40 and hopefully the stain. And I let that sit there for a good 10 to 15 minutes. In the meantime, I took some straight TSP and I poured that over the adjacent stain, like so. And again, I used a stiff wire brush to hopefully scrub out the stain. And this is what it looked like. I put on some kitty litter. I totally forgot about that to absorb that stain. So I let that sit. I brushed off the WD-40 and again, nothing. Yeah, so WD-40 is a bust. Then, here's the surprise. I shoveled off the TSP, the kitty litter that absorbed the TSP, and there was a noticeable difference. So TSP, I'd say that's a good method to try on an oil stain. Now, the fourth method was to use Drylok Etch. Now, be safe when you use all these chemicals. Wear gloves, safety glasses. And what I did is I scrubbed it with a stiff wire brush, and this is what it looked like. So it turned out really awesome with a Drylok Etch. And as a reminder, this is what it looked like before. So Drylok Etch, awesome. There you have it. The kitty litter and the WD-40 didn't work out as well for me as maybe it might for you. You could give it a shot, especially if you own a cat, which I don't. I went out and bought the kitty litter. That's a whole different story. And most everybody's got WD-40, but the TSP and the Drylok Etch were total winners. And I would say try the TSP first, then go for the Drylok Etch. But there you have it. Those are 2 solutions that will help you out with removing your oil stain from concrete, and I hope it helped you out. If it did, visit me over at homerepairtutor.com. Sign up for the email newsletter because you're going to get a ton of great tips every single week. I promise. I promise you will. And I answer pretty much every single response on my website. So if you've got a burning question, head over to homerepairtutor.com. Let me know. Take care. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.